So if I can just do a quick one and run, I'm always doing a quick one, but it end up being not so quick. Yeah. Anyway, happy Independence Day, and just to point out how proud I am with the accomplishments being made by our athletes, and again continue to put us at the forefront. What I would love to leave with you, however, is it's more of a request, it's more of a call to action, it's more of a call to a united effort. In a time like this, when the Olympics, despite the limitations as a result of the pandemic, we can all be united and be proud to call Jamaica our place, our home, our island in the sun, whatever title you want to give to it. And we gladly identify as a Jamaican because we are the big deal on the social spaces right now. Yeah. And in a time like this, we find that people will unite and people will clap and knock Dutchy pan together and Dutchy cover together and all of that. And we'll watch the matches and we'll all jump for joy. But in the midst of that and after the celebrations, then the curtains close and we go back to the day to day happenings. I would love to have a Jamaica where we take advantage of these examples that are made, the example that we can be more than, the example that not because we are limited, not because we are small, not because we have our various issues, it doesn't stop us from outdoing and being outstanding in our own little ways. And to make it even more personal is to look at the relays, the 4x100 relays, as an example, as an illustration. The starter or the person who starts the race will not necessarily determine the results of the race, whether his or her team is gonna win the race or not. The second person, neither will that person, the second person, the third person, the fourth person, none of them, none of those athletes will determine who win by themselves. So as an individual, they cannot outrun their opponent that would have resulted in the team winning. It had to be a united effort. An effort to say that you started, I am the one who runs faster around this curve, so I'll take the third position, or I'm the one who can close off, with much more power, with whatever. People will have different abilities, different distribution of strength in different areas. And so they would have been strategically placed according to their various abilities. And as a team, they would have won. Can we then unite our various abilities and resources in or towards one common accomplishment? Start it from an individual perspective. Start it from an immediate family perspective. Start it with you and your sister. Start it with you and your brother. You might not be the one to punch in the numbers and to speak the proper English and to be the front man or the front woman to negotiate the deal and to talk your way into a contract or to get a degree, to be skilled with the hands. You might not be the one to drive the first car in the family. You might not be the one to take your family out of poverty. But you have to do a self inventory and see what you have that your family, that your friends, that your neighbors, that your country, that your community need, and merge yourself with like-minded people who will have other various abilities and interests of a common interest, because that's very important. You do not want to be unequally yoked where one set of people want to go eastbound, one set want to go west. As one Jamaica, we have to start from an individual and then you expand it into people who would have had common interests. You don't have to own everything. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everybody. You don't have to be able to do everything. But once you do whatever you do and you do it well, and you do it with a clean heart and a pure mind, make us see if we can build the communities now one way, from one step, from one individual to the next. As a result, Jamaica can be a better place. But if we continue to measure ourselves against our brothers and sisters and try to be like or be upset if we are not similar or above, then we'll continue to go down in a spiral where we or we will continue to ride the hamster wheel where we're moving but not progressing. You might be moving, working hard, sweating, blood, sweat, and tears, but it results to nothing. There's no progress. We could change the focus, change the approach. We can do it, we can join forces. I mean to say I got join forces with everybody and everybody I got agree. Where two or three are gathered touching anything concerning the advancement of the human race, concerning the betterment of thyself, concerning the betterment of your fellow men, concerning the betterment of your community, your brothers and your sisters. The God Himself, the Almighty, the Creator, the All Powerful, the creative, the one from which all things came, will be there in the midst to support you. And anything God Himself put together, and it not only go for marriage. Anything the Almighty put together, nothing can break it apart. If I want dare to bring apart an idea, a system, a mechanism, a union that God Himself put together, it would be better for Him to have put a millstone around His neck and be cast in the middle of the sea according to the scriptures. So, here is where I close, aimed to do 10 to 12 minutes. I'm right on the ball. Let's, for a change, do our own self assessment and see what we have, see what is needed around us. And in that way, you'll be seeking first the kingdom of God. Kingdom of God is the God factor wanting to manifest in you. Creativity, that factor that wants the world to be a better place. Yeah? Focus on that first. And everything else will come. Bless up yourself and continue to have a great day. Feel free to share this message. Feel free to contribute by commenting, liking, sharing, if you consider it to be sensible. Bless.